guys like,
Gen Z.
no one.
What do I give that makes you think I'm a timeout?
Like I used to sing all the time, all my free time in school.
Hey, this is the Kenyan Life Podcast. Hey, welcome back to the Kenyan Life Podcast. My name is Justin Moretti, and I'm here in studio with a friend of mine. He's seen me since first year. Akinimezeeka, I know that. And the other thing is, he's seen me before I had rendezvous. And all my friends, I repeat, to me try like 50 times this episode. I repeat, all my friends have full-on beard. So I'm aspiring to be like them. For example, case in point, our guy in studio today.
Yes, thank you so much. My name is Walter Ngano. I'm a journalist and proud editor at Qwani. This is a book. This is why I'm here. Very grateful to be here today. And now unajaribu. Utafika.
Zinamea. Kwa upole. Tumetoka mbali. It used to be smooth.
Yes, roll on type.
Kuna mchezo Walter. Anyways, Walter, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
It's been a long time coming.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes, Mama, I made it.
Hey, we thank the Lord. Shout out to your mom. No wonder umuonyeshe leo mwambie by the way hours episode ikitokea anyways.
Yes.
Sindio?
Yes, for sure.
So now Walt, you're here for a specific purpose. Sindio?
Yes.
And you're here because of this book called Qwani.
This one here. This one. Can you see it?
Yeah,
yes.
That one.
Yes.
Me, my question is, Qwani hii ni nini?
Qwani.
You
funny guy. Anyway, Qwani is a whole community. Qwani is something that began as a, place or avenue for young Kenyan writers to get published and to have their works seen by, many people. Because, watu wanajaribungi sana ati gazeti, nimetuma article, but watu haoni haikui published. So now, Qwani was started with that mission in mind, to give such people that opportunity to have their works, published and, seen by the masses. But then it grew to become a whole community where all creatives, filmmakers, musicians, artists, and also writers can now come together and, just showcase their arts and, bond together over the common theme of art. Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Yes. And now my question would be, what is the role you've played in Qwani?
So for me, I am an editor at Qwani. I'm mostly in the writing side where I'm good at. So I've done the past 2 editions and this is Qwani 4. And it was such an honor to be part of this group where I was joined by fellow editors working together with, other departments such as the design team. And then, bringing, helping these young writers have their work out there. It was such an honor for me. Yes.
I don't know if it will sound like a compliment, insult. I don't know. But it's giving shujaz. It's giving...
Yes. Yeah. Yes, it's giving shujaz. It's giving... in a way, super strikers.
Yes.
So it is more or less the same thing. You know? So for Qwani, it borrows from, I don't know if you know Binyavanga Wainaina. He's a legendary writer. I'm sure you've heard of Tony Moshama.
Hey, chill, bro. Wacha niseme. When it comes to writing, I write. Do I read people's writings? It depends with what I'm reading. I'm a self-growth, I'm a comedic, nini, izo vitu. But Kenyan content, I used to take up Shujaz back then.
Yes.
Super Strikers, although Super Strikers is not Kenyan content.
Yes,
right? It's South African.
Yeah. But Shujaz is more or less,
Kenyan.
Along this alley. So, initially you notice this is Qwani with a Q.
I see that.
Yes. So in the past, there was Qwani with the K. And it was started by Binyavanga Wainaina and Akina Tony Moshama. Yeah, it was started in 2002. So now...
Wow, you are not even born.
Was I? Maybe. Who knows?
You are not born. Me, I know your birthday.
Do you know? Are you sure? Are you sure?
I am.
So yes, it is borrowed off from Qwani with a K, where these guys are really trying their best to put Kenyan art and Kenyan writing on the scene. So now this new Qwani, it's carrying over that legacy of Akina Binyavanga, Akina Moshama, and with their blessing as well. I know for sure Moshama and co blessed these guys to start this. now it's aiming to, carry over their legacy while still providing now an archive for the new generation and their works. So yes, there's the shujaz element in it, but it's more than shujaz. It's something that, everyone will look back maybe 20, 30 years from now as a repository for Kenyan writing. And for now, in this current age where everything is going digital, things like this will remain crucial to what we do.
Yes. So speaking of digital, is there an audiobook? Is there anything of the sort where us people who find it so hard to sit in a matatu and read a book? Yeah.
Plans are in place. Plans are underway for sure. But we do have a Qwani blog where, there are people who send in their works and they have their stuff published there as well. And also now for maybe the people who weren't able to get, published in this current edition, some of their works can go there as well to the Qwani blog and, still provide that digital avenue for guys like you to now go and read Qwani works. So, yeah.
Fair enough. And it doesn't have to be guys like me to just read. There are people who love to be part of the voicing of the stories. Is that something you guys are open to doing?
Voicing. I mean, for sure, I know for a fact, because there's one writer who went overboard, above and beyond, and kind of did a documentary of their work. Yeah. We're getting there. That's the space you've set now. So yeah, now I think the writer, I can't remember the writer's name, but it was a story about Nairobi, because this current edition, Qwani 4, the theme was Gen Z and Nairobi. So, whether it's Gen Z and love in Nairobi, Gen Z and the workplace, Gen Z and religion. So now this writer went and did a sort of documentary or short film based on their work, on their piece. And you see something like that, if we are doing a whole audiovisual thing, for sure there's space for audiobooks and, for the guys who have nice voices to also get involved in this.
Sema jina yangu. Just say my name.
Justin Mureti.
Thank you. Yes. Fantastic. No thanks. Okay. Kuna watu wajui hiyo jina. But if you want to know, imagine it's in one of my highlights when I graduated. Kwa sababu kiti ya graduation inaandikuanga the whole name. Right?
Yeah, gava.
For sure. Yeah. Now, Walter, there's something about Qwani I noticed. It has different stories. It's not just one story venye ilikuwa Blossoms of the Savannah or River and the Source. It's now Qwani and it has a story from here to there to where.
Yes. So now, because, this serves as a collection, so I can give you details of, how the whole process was in terms of coming up with this book.
Please do.
Yes. So the first step was, there was a call issued by, us at Qwani, and we are inviting Kenyan writers to, whatever it is, literary works, either a poem, a short story, a flash fiction, an essay, everything, anything that is, written or literary in literary form, to come and submit their work to Qwani for consideration to be part of this edition. So yeah, after that we received over 100. People are in Kenya, right, man? We received over 100 submissions, and now us as the editors, our job was to go through these submissions, vet them, and now the few over 30 that we selected were now considered for publication in this edition. So our work in vetting, we are looking at various parameters, in terms of organization, in terms of emotional attachment as well, because, we want to give, even if we're a platform for writers, we want to give the stories that matter, give that platform to the stories that matter. So there are very many stories, and for us, it was our job to now go through these stories according to a set criteria that we had. Then, now after those that were lucky to, pass through, they were now, the next stage was editing, where now it's the editor and the writer coming together, mostly through email, and now going over the finer details of your piece. So you have a one-on-one, you can schedule if you want a meeting, a phone call, if you just want to communicate, via email, because if you have a writer from Mombasa, for example, of course you two can't meet. So now the next step is editing. And even in editing, the work isn't to completely change. The work is to just perfect what this guy has done. So now if maybe there's just a section that you want some change, or if, maybe some few errors here and there, grammatical, nothing is perfect. So yes, after that, after you've done the back and forth with the editor, that's when now, it goes to proofreading after everything has been, cleared up with the writer and the editor. And, it's not just Mimi, I'm with this writer, and then Imeisha. These other editors can come through and also just, for, due diligence and, gatekeeping and, making sure everything is okay. So that, everyone has a feel of the pieces that will be here. And then now after that, we go to proofreading where, there are guys who will now go through the edited versions and any small things that need to be tweaked. They put in their suggestions, their recommendations. And then now after that, it goes to the design team now. And, for us, our job as editors imeisha hapo.
Inaishia kwa design.
So now, design sasa ndo ina pick up, alafu inafanya their magic in terms of, these things, the illustrations that you'll see inside and all that. So
you can just flip a page for them kidogo on and
I can show you. Yeah.
Something so interesting. Not too much sikuwa ni vitu mbaya hapa. Kustue wazee. Kustue the wazee.
Nakuelewa wazee tuko na nyinyi msijali.
Lazima. Even does this qualify for old people as well?
For sure. For instance, I remember during the launch, we had our launch on Saturday, 22nd at Nairobi Cinema.
Yeah.
It's 22nd November. So I remember one of the things that we raised was how maybe we could have had the point of view of wazes dealing with Gen Zs, like parents now, given their experiences of dealing with Gen Zs. So it's open for every age, everyone from, from like 10 when you can write something till the maximum age till, where your writing capacity takes you. So it's open for everyone. Anyone can contribute and,
pretty much anyone can write and get their story published. But it's just dependent on the vetting process as well.
Yes.
I show them something like that.
Yeah, you see, this is a story called Ganya Culture in Nairobi. I don't know if you guys can see. So, of course, we have
the Nganya
over here. I think also for those who love to color, you see, you can color as well.
Oh, yes, color me.
Yeah,
cool.
So imagine, it's so cool in terms of what these guys did. A matatu.
With mizigos at the top,
and then the city landscape hapo nyuma. It's so cool. And also, if you notice in the pieces, there's some Easter eggs here, if I may put it that way.
Okay.
For instance, this is piece number 14.
Yeah.
What can you see here?
14-seater.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
Look at that.
Kiao.
So this is now the design team bringing in their creativity in these things, and it just speaks to Qwani and just being
everything about it.
It being a space for creatives to now look. What is this?
22.
What is this?
It's a tuk-tuk.
Tutu.
These are my jokes. By the way, uambia design team wanitafutie kazi.
This is actually, so I mean, such things, it just speaks to how Qwani is, just that space for creativity to thrive. Aside from that, there is this as well. This is, just people being creative.
Oh damn.
I don't know if you can get what is behind this, how this image has been. How this illustration has come about.
Honestly, I cannot. Generally, you'd have to explain.
Do you watch MCU, Marvel movies?
Yes, I do. That's Thanos.
Yes, this is one of the posters. I don't know if it's Infinity War or Endgame. So now this is Thanos, up here. I don't know if these guys can see. I really hope they can. So
it's okay.
Yes, Thanos.
We'll put a picture if they want to see.
Yes, so Thanos up a Jew, and then now the rest as they are arranged in the poster. I'm sure you can, if you're able to see this picture, you can make the connection. So even for guys who are, into
art and stuff, art and
into
craft.
movies, there's that. You see, there's that crossover. So it's as in even you can just look.
Wow!
Look at how this is fading into the story.
Walter.
Yes.
These people are magical. But
it's crazy. This is a piece called Crystal. It's by Natasha Muhanji. She's a really nice writer. So in this piece, it's, about a young lady and her experience with the Nairobi night scene and all that, and, situationships with Mambo Kaizo.
Okay.
So you see now, if you read this story, you'll notice that these illustrations and these designs are basically what are used to give this story life and depth. So, the visuals also have to be part of all this.
So hii ni ya wale watu hawezi soma story bila picha.
Yes.
Those are the masses.
It's
giving that.
It's okay.
It's fine.
We try to accommodate everyone here.
And it's only fair.
Yes.
But now, Walter, my question would be, as we go on with Qwani, yeah? Is there any strict regulations the way, we know media houses, how they run. And this is a publishing, quote unquote company or community rather. Are you guys that strict with vetting?
I mean,
ama lazima nitoe ka kitu kidogo.
Hey, we rebuke that spirit. Rebuke that spirit.
Amen.
Pump the brakes. We are not into that. We are not in that business. Yes, I can tell you for a fact, it's your work that will, sell you to us. It's not what you'll give on the side at hizo mambo unasema hapo.
So nisiwafungie macho.
Ai hapana, sisi macho iko open, sisi tuko on. So for us, it's for Kenyan writers, young people, you and I,
looking for opportunities.
Yeah, so
don't say Nick is not a young writer.
Nick. Shout out
He's
to
a
Nick.
young editor and producer.
Shout out to Nick.
Shout out to Nick for sure.
This guy, mad respect.
Honestly.
It's it's just for young people. So of course you can't just come and be like, hey, by the way, and be hard and tough and all this. So for us it's it's giving that fair opportunity. So you just you bring your stuff, you'll meet an editor and then they'll discuss, and for sure if it's good enough, it will fly for sure. And even if it's not ati tunakutema. If I might also add, for the pieces that didn't make it to this edition, we give them reasons for rejection, such that nile tunasema, by the way, your piece didn't make it, but if you do this and this next time,
it might.
For sure it will come.
The chances are quite high.
Yeah. So nile, we try and build in whatever thing that we do. So for even those guys who maybe did not have their pieces out there, it's it's not like all hope is lost for them. They can still do it next time, and with the reasons that we give, for sure it's it comes from the heart, and it comes from a point of like, I'm helping you. You're not,
appreciation and growth.
Yes. So kukujenga. So for those guys who want to publish with us, you are open to bring in your submissions. There is a place which you can submit.
We'll give off all the details towards the end, even like a picture. I'll take the picture myself.
Yes.
So that when Nicole is editing, it makes life easier for her.
Shout out to Nicole.
Shout out to her for sure.
Yes.
Leo yuko hapa na sisi yako behind the camera. Yeye ndio ako in charge.
Yeye ndio anatucontrol. Sisi tuko hapa tuna shine, lakini
yeye ndio mkubwa behind the scenes. Sindio?
Yes.
And Walt, something else I've been wondering. Does this book make people like me want to read it in terms of, unajua, I find it so hard to sit down and read. Si ati sina akili. Nilisoma guys. But
graduate.
Na nika graduate, sindio? But now my question is, can I be able to sit down and read a whole story and feel like, wow, I could read some more, instead of saying, wow, nimechoka.
For sure.
Yeah.
What stops you?
Mimi kawaida, it's usually like if it doesn't get interesting, unajua nilisoma Blossoms, River and the Source, it was so it was banger after banger, after banger.
Yes.
Unaona? And now this is basically like a combination of different stories, right?
Yes.
So is there a writer who's super solid? I feel like this guy is super solid, and then in the next story I'm like, you don't think so?
No. I can't say that for sure, because I can tell you for a fact, the diversity of these stories is where the beauty is at. So there's this story by Nyamani Marwa where the lie lies a Nairobify I mean, you go from this story to a story by a writer called Bernice between crosses and crescents about her, fight with trying to, switch from Christianity to Islam.
And all this is localized. It's people's stories in Kenya.
Yes. It's people's stories here. It can be fiction, it can be real life. So, but it's all localized. It's all about Nairobi. It's all about Gen Zs. So the depth that we have in these stories, the diversity of these stories, for sure, will make you want to. Hey, by the way, if this is what this guy is saying here, what about this one in number 2?
In number 2, in chapter 2 and
chapter
stuff.
2, yeah. So it gives that depth is, what we always strive to get, from when we publish these things. Well, you can give you options. If you want to, if you are a fan of poems, you can get your poems here. If you're a fan of, Sheng as well, you can have your Sheng here as well. If you're a fan of, those long essays about serious matters,
you get your stuff there.
Cue the Jaden Smith meme. So let's talk about the political and economic state of the world.
Exactly. So, Clockhead.
Yeah. So yeah, so that is, that's the beauty about this book. I remember I've seen, since the day of the launch, people have been, even just going by the reaction online. I know a friend of mine who was just, voicing her own opinion about it. She was like, I'm reading this book and this story I'm seeing here. Hey, part 2 inatoka lini? I mean, it's that good. Like, anasoma and she's so hooked. Mpaka anauliza part 2.
Have you guys thought of doing a TikTok series on it?
I mean, those are all
like
part
there's this. I think it's called a book community, or what is it called? A book club on TikTok.
Book club. I mean, these are all things that we can.
Ama mtu mwingine atafanya.
Ina depend. Hizi vitu mambo ni mengi.
Na masaa ndio machache.
Mambo ni mengi. So, everything that comes to the guys who, deal with mambo za creative and all that, I'm pretty sure there's a guy called Mutinda who's good at those things. He's the one who...
He's a short guy by any chance.
Yes, that
and
guy.
And has blonde hair.
Guy.
Shout out to Mutinda.
Shout out to Mutinda. I know. I've clocked it. I've seen the connection.
Yeah, so. That's where now I'm telling you there's an event that we went for.
Yes.
And I saw the video on Qwani.
Yes.
So it's Mutinda.
Yeah, it's Mutinda. He's the events manager, creative director. Mutinda is the creative director behind
the book.
Yes. So
shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Mutinda. Whatever you see here
is all courtesy of him.
Mutinda and the team.
Walt.
Yes.
While we finish up, because tumesema mambo ni mingi masani machache, and we need to finish up. Where do we get this book?
This book is available at Nuria Bookstore in Nairobi, CBD.
Yeah.
You can get it very affordable. I don't know if I just let you go and find out about the price yourself.
Tuambie price.
The price is 1,000 shillings, where you can go and find it at Nuria. And you can also find previous editions of Qwani. So Qwani 1, Qwani 2 is also there. And it's available for sale. And, please go and buy the book, see what we did, see what we cooked up. And give us your feedback, honest feedback on it. I mean, tunawapea hadi stages, route numbers bana.
Mulikuwa creative.
As in tumewapa hadi route numbers kutoka Isili mpaka Mathare.
Sawa basi.
So,
kwa watu kama sisi mali tunajuanga tu tukienda hiyo siku which matatu to use. I mean, this is such a good book.
Everything is here for you guys.
It's Kenyan.
It's Gen Z, it's Nairobi.
And it's on the Kenyan Live podcast. So we can say goodbye.
What else can we say?
We can say thank you.
Yes.
Si tumefurahia.
Tumefurahia sana.
And tafadhali get the Qwani book. I'm for sure gonna get mine. Walter hajakuja na yangu leo. Sijui kwa nini, but we don't blame him.
My bad.
We don't blame him. Tutanunua to support the cause.
Yes.
So I want to say thank you so much. Walt, your presence has been ni kama baraka.
It's my pleasure.
Ni baraka.
Baraka, pleasure, my pleasure. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
Shukuri sana. It's crazy what you've done in this month, 6 months.
Where?
For people who've been there before.
Walter knows me since before this.
Ile ya kwanza ilikuwa inaitwa Kenyan
Teen Life. Yes. When I was a teenager.
From enzi za Kenyan Teen Life, ukirekodi hivi na simu hapa.
Exactly. Walter usiongee sana. Siri zangu zote ziko out here. But let's just say we wrap it up here.
Yes.
Everything will be also on Walter Stories. We'll do a collaboration on socials.
Yes.
It's the Kenyan Life Podcast on TikTok, Kenyan Life Podcast on IG. Subscribe on our YouTube channel. And Walter, do you want to give Qwani socials and your socials?
Yes, I'll give Qwani socials. So it's Qwani Bok across X and Instagram. Bok, B-O-K.
Okay.
Yeah, B-O-K Bok. That's a Bok. So those, you can also visit our website where you'll get more information about the team, the people actually behind it, and, the blogs that are, the stories that are there, and everything else about Qwani, because Qwani is just not about the book.
It's a community.
It's a whole community. So shout out to the guys at Qwani as well. Shout out to Dr. Nyakenya. Yeah, Dr. Nyakenya, that's my boss, the chief editor. Who was the one who was guiding us as we did this editing and all this. So
fantastic.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Ningempigia by the way, lakini
siku ingine
ningempigia tumpe flowers zake hapa, but
after the episode we can. And Mutinda na kutafuta. Sasa after that
ambia Mutinda itikie wito.
Itikie wito. Mutinda hii ni kama sasa imegeuka radio jam. We are looking for you. Anyways, sawa. Asante. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Tutaonana. All right, subscribe, share. Cheers.
Peace.